What's something only kids who grew up poor would understand? The constant fear of the phone ringing. Not because it might be a friend calling, but because it was probably another bill collector. My mom's face would transform instantly, from laughing at whatever silly dance I was doing to a mask of quiet panic. She'd answer with a practiced cheerfulness that fooled no one. "Yes, I understand. I'm expecting a check on Friday. I can make a partial payment then." I was 8 when I started screening calls. "If it's someone asking for mommy in a serious voice, tell them she's not home," she'd whisper before I picked up. I became an excellent liar by necessity. Our refrigerator made this death rattle sound for nearly 2 years. Mom would kick it gently and whisper, "Hang in there, old girl." We couldn't afford repairs, let alone a new one. When it finally died, we used a cooler with ice for 3 weeks, while Mom put aside enough from each paycheck. "It's like camping," she'd say with forced enthusiasm. I pretended not to notice her crying in the bathroom after throwing out spoiled food we couldn't afford to replace. My shoes always lasted exactly 1 school year, no matter how much my feet hurt by spring. The first day of school meant new shoes, usually from Payless during their buy one, get one sale. Mom would buy mine half a size too big to grow into. "These should last you," she'd say, watching me walk around the store. I'd nod, knowing better than to complain even when they rubbed blisters on my heels. I knew what creative grocery shopping meant by age 10. It was the game where Mom would count our money before entering the store and challenge me to keep the running total in my head as we shopped. "What are we at now?" she'd ask after adding pasta to our cart. "32.47, I'd reply, having memorized the price of every item we regularly bought. "Good job. We have $7.53 left for protein." I learned to love beans. They were cheaper than meat. My friends never understood why I couldn't just ask my parents for money for field trips or pizza day. The permission slip would sit on our kitchen table for days while Mom figured out which bill could wait another week. Sometimes she'd find the money. Sometimes she'd sit me down with that look. "I'm sorry, baby. Not this time." I'd shrug like it didn't matter. "It's okay. It sounds boring anyway." The worst was Christmas. Every year, Mom would ask what I wanted from Santa, and I learned early to ask for practical things. Once I asked for a new winter coat instead of the video game console everyone else wanted. The pride in her eyes nearly broke me. "That's very grown up of you." I didn't tell her I actually wanted the console. I just couldn't bear to see her expression if I asked for something impossible. At 12, I discovered the power bill in the mail marked "Final Notice" in angry red letters. Instead of telling Mom, I emptied my birthday money from my sock drawer, $43 saved over 3 years, and rode my bike to the utility company. The woman at the counter looked skeptical when I pushed my crumpled bills across to her. "It's for my mom," I explained. "She works really hard." It wasn't enough, but she made some calls and worked out a payment plan. When I got home, Mom was frantic. "Where were you?" I was worried sick. I couldn't tell her. Some burdens weren't meant for children, but I carried them anyway. Years later, when I got my first real job, I bought Mom a new refrigerator. As the delivery men installed it, she touched my cheek. "You know you didn't have to do this," she whispered. "I know," I replied, "but we never have to kick this one to make it work." We both laughed, but our eyes were wet.